Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Apple report for Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. But before I walk you through the charts, as usual, just want to encourage you to please click like if you haven't already, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel, share the content if you would with friends and colleagues, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos just like this one. Daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, that is the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 ETFs. Weekly analysis in the S&P 500 Index, the NASDAQ 100 Index, the Long Bond ETF, the TLT, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube. That is 8 a month that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor. We're always looking for at least 20% moves on those stock picks, and you can check out all of this for no cost for 5 days. We offer a 5-day free trial up front with a wickedstocks.com subscription. So sign up for wickedstocks.com, check it all out. If you don't like what you see within 5 days, you can cancel your subscription at no cost to you whatsoever. On with the charts. Let's take a look at the big picture, work our way into the day itself. Just a reminder, we almost retested this level on Monday. This is not an updated chart, but the 167.15 formation. Actually, this is an updated chart, 169.93. It just doesn't, it looks like we should have been much closer to testing 167.15 on Monday. But let me just finish with this concept that I started with, which is to say, after having closed last May above this band of channel support, 165.74 to 167.15, that will keep 229.64 in reach over the next full year or sooner. The sooner would come with a settlement at the end of any week above 188.10, which should set up for a more steady, protracted rally into the 229.64 area, possibly within 3 to 5 months, which is what we saw really from here, this January low against what was it, the July high. I guess it's more like 6 months, but that is what I would anticipate, and that could be within 3 to 5 months perhaps. So 188.10 still remains a 1 to 2 month target. And it was originally considered kind of a 3 to 5 week target, 2 to 3 week target. When we settled above this formation here about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we retested that on Monday. 170.22 still remains a level able to contain session weakness. And were we to fall below, break 170.22 today, we could actually test that 165.74 to 167.15 long-term support region on an intraday basis. I will say that if we settle today below 170.22, we should test that long-term support tomorrow, where once again we can bottom out through the rest of the year, possibly through all of next year, and above which 229.64 remains a long-term objective. Now, as I've been saying, if we were to close the week Friday below 165.74, then we enter a sell signal that should play out over the following 3 to 5 months into the low 130s. And that is the big picture. Let me go back to this chart. 170.22 held on Monday. This had been demoted, if you will, from a 3-star to a 1-star level, just in deference to the mid to upper 160s long-term support, but it's still there. And in fact, we could come off of this nicely. This may have been a good low for the week. That becomes pretty clearly indicated if we settle today above 174.19. So that is your day trade. If you look to the far right, 174.19 ceiling, 170.22 floor, closing below 70.22, signal 65.74 to 67.15 tomorrow. Inversely, if we happen to close today above 174.19, good low for the week, 177.60, then likely tomorrow, 180.14 within 3 to 5 days, where we could also place a daily high. But I will say that after having tested this channel top again and closing above 174.19, I do think this market is likely, you have 180.14 as a 3 to 5 day objective. I showed that already. But I do think, and once again, after having tested 170.22, we could actually rally all the way into that upper 180s over the next few weeks. Closing today above 174.19 is the first indication of that likelihood. 180.14 then likely this week. 183.43 within a couple of weeks. This new rising channel top based in part on Monday's low, converging over the next week or so with this intermediate channel. So it really all comes into what I'm going to say is the mid to upper 180s. If we close today above 174.19, I don't have a problem with you setting a trade up for that. This especially true after having tested this 170.22 channel bottom. So, but we do need to close above 174.19. I think that would go a long way to setting off follow-through buying that should at least yield 180.14. So there's your 3 to 5 day swing trade to the upside. Closing above 174.19 is go long up to 180.14. Your 2 to 3 week swing trade with a settlement above 174.19 is really into this 183.43 climbing gradually to 187.69, descending gradually zone of resistance with a meaningful hesitation on the way expected at 180.14. But I really think it's 174.19 that is our upward pivot point, not only for the rest of the week, but potentially as we move well into November trade. Let's talk downside one more time, that if we do close today below 170.22 and 172.22, 170.22 is in reach today below 174.19, 170.22 able to contain session weakness. Closing below 170.22, expect a test tomorrow of that long-term support region, 165.74 to 167.15, where we can bottom out not only for the week, but also through the rest of the year, and also perhaps through all of next year, as we have these upper points that I've mentioned as longer-term objectives. And last thing I will say is a repeat, that if we settle Friday below 165.74, by a 1% margin, 164.08 or lower, we enter a sell signal that should play out well into the first quarter of next year, 132.20 then expected within 3 to 5 months. I am going to leave it at that for Tuesday's Apple Report. Please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesday's Apple Report. You have a great day.